We are back with our football card hunting trip from the previous week. We are starting off over at Barnes & Noble and GameStop, and we were off to a good start. They have Prizm Blasters, Absolute Blasters, Totally Certified, some Phoenix Mega Boxes, some Mosaic Blasters and Megas. Ended up snagging one of those Prizm Blasters since that was my first time opening it for 2025. Over next door to GameStop, they have some Mosaic Mega Boxes, Phoenix Mega Boxes. They still have some Mosaic Fat Packs as well. Looks like they were able to sell those Donruss Mega Boxes for $60. Sorry for whoever was buying those. A little bit of variety of Pokemon. Safe to assume it was a relatively recent restock. Overall, not bad over at GameStop. Hitting up Target number 1. This was on January 19th. They have some Mosaic Mega Boxes, some more of the Soccer, I believe Merlin boxes, some Phoenix of the Christmas Edition or Winter Edition Blasters, those Topps Chrome Mega Boxes that are pretty pricey. Over to Best Buy, seeing if we can have some luck over here. Have not really had much luck here for sports cards, and it does continue this time around. They do have some Fat Packs, more of the Topps Chrome Baseball, Phoenix Mega Boxes, which I don't see those too often here, and then Mosaic, both Blasters and Megas. Back to Target number 2, seeing if we can get anything else here. They have some Mosaic Fat Packs, loads and loads of Prizm Blasters, some Mosaic. I would have snagged a blaster here if I did not already pick it up at Barnes & Noble. I would prefer at the same price to get it from Barnes because you do get the $5 back for every $100 you spend. Now, finally, we're closing it out over at Walmart. I don't think this was a fresh restock. They still have, the random Zenith, Phoenix, Holiday Tins, some Score, just some random things that personally I'm not looking to pick up. Some of their random mystery packs, which 9 times out of 10 are probably going to be a scam. Now, I'm taking back home. I ended up ripping the Prizm Blaster from last week. Unfortunately, I did make a mistake, and I believe that I either did not record or had deleted me actually ripping the packs. There is one pack that I ripped that I will show here, but I did still have the recap of the cards, so I'm going to be going through that. Of course, let me know what you think on what I pulled, and hopefully we don't make that mistake again.
Gosh, I completely skipped over one pack. Sorry about that. We have Trey Benson, a Jalen Walker, Dave Casper, and a Jonathan Taylor. For the recap, 24 cards total, and I think about half are actually pretty solid cards. So we have the Michael Penix Fractal, Eric Moulds on the Silver Prism, our Dave Casper on the White Disco. So there's a print line there, unfortunately. Brian Robinson on the White Disco, Michael Williams for the Rookie White Disco, Jalen Royals on the Prizm Rookie, Trey Harris for a Prizm Rookie, a Cam Miller for the White Disco Prizm Rookie, Xavier McKinney, another White Disco, and then Quinn Ewers on the Silver Prism. I believe this is the Silver Prism. Yes, so there's the V, the variation, which appears to be a Blaster box exclusive. And I saw this is going anywhere between like $20 to $35. Did look that up really quick. Overall, pretty solid rip. Just off one box in. I would say, I'd say 8 out of 10 because you can have the chance of pulling an autograph. Since it was a bit of a lighter month in terms of card hunting, I wanted to just share some of the top cards that I pulled, I would say, throughout 2025, and also some of the sealed products I am just holding on to and maybe wanting to open up here eventually. And then I might do a video later on maybe some things I want to hope to get out of the hobby in 2026, and maybe some of the cards I want to be hoping to pick up. But anyway, I'm gonna go through what I consider some of my favorite cards that I ended up pulling, and let's dive into it. Revolution. This was a huge favorite for me when it was the Sam's Club boxes, not the Megas, but pulled this Travis Hunter Futures, and it is 38 out of 50. Was super pumped to get that. Of course, it was during the season when he was still playing. Pulled Jonathan Brooks Uptown. It was the only Uptown that I pulled, and it's the only Uptown or Downtown I pulled from Optic last year. Fortunately, it's Jonathan Brooks, but an Uptown is an Uptown. Pulled a pink Bo Nix Prism. When I pulled this time last year, don't think we were expecting him to be anywhere near where he is now, but love to see how good he is. Bo Nix on the Green Illusionist. I thought these were really cool looking cards and thought that was a fun pull. A Tyler Lindenbaum autograph out of Select. And then we have, again out of Select, we clearly opened a lot of Select, Sam Darnold on the red concourse, numbered out of 249. Now he's playing in the NFC Championship game. And then another Select autograph. Chase Brown, who had just an awesome season. And this one is actually numbered only to 75. A Prestige Romo Dunze autograph rookie card. And Where is Prestige for 2025? Is Panini going to go out and just not include Prestige? I'm not sure. Maybe other people don't like the product, but I pulled this out of it and I thought it was fun. Travis Hunter on the Donruss this year. I was super pumped to pull this. Again, love Travis Hunter, live here in Colorado. The Brock Bowers Downtown. Have this seal, going to be hoping to send this in for grading here shortly. Of course, if and when I do, I'll share what the grade is, but it's a downtown. This was the first ever downtown that I pulled, and a pretty good one at that. And also, this was not actually a pull from me. It was a pull from my dad. He pulled the Michael Penix out of, this was totally certified. It was the Redemption. Panini sent this out, but numbered 23 to 49. So those are the cards I was super pumped to pick up. But and actually, I guess pull, except for the Penix, but just glad to add that to my collection. And I still have a few Optic boxes from last year. With such an amazing draft class, I decided to hold on to some last year product. Also, same Donruss Mega Box, holding on to that. I'm a Penix guy. Still haven't pulled too many Penixes myself. This year, the Sam's Club Revolution boxes, I have just picked up a couple of extras just because I really like the product. And last but not least, one other thing that I'm holding on to. This is a Costco Donruss football bundle. So this has the 2025 Costco bundles for Donruss. So have that, keeping that sealed at least for now.
And before wrapping up, so I am getting this video out Tuesday, January 27th. Monday, January 26th, I went to Target. They did have Optic blasters. So next week's card hunting video, we're going to be opening those. Get to your Targets if you want to rip Optic and try to find that out. Just wanted to mention that in this video. As always, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and have a great one.